Well, good evening and welcome to the American Sim Racing League's Elite Series, and we're live at Iowa Speedway tonight. So no big track this week. Nope, we're at a 5/8 mile, shorter track. Looks like, from what I've seen qualifying here, watching a little bit of it, that the car is might be just a tad bit loose off the corner here. I've seen several of these cars go around in a little bit of practice I watched, and then again in qualifying, so might be something to keep an eye on out here for sure tonight. But we still got a warm-up session. We got a pre-race interview we're going to do here in a couple of minutes. We're going to let qualifying end and let them get into the warm-up session. You'll know when that starts because they'll line up like they're going out to race to do kind of a simulation of that. So that'll be happening in, probably less than a minute here. We are at race number 3 of the season over here at the American Sim Racing League. And you can check any of that info out on the website that I put down in the description on the stream. So if you're interested in the league, then that's how you can find out more information on it. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Dan. Welcome to the stream tonight. We got some drivers here, too. I'm going to take a wild guess and say 37 cars, 36. So we've got a pretty full field. And now we're into the warm-up session, and like I promised, we got a driver interview to get done here, so we're going to go ahead and look for that driver. Tyler Powers, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Tyler?
Oh, pretty good. I didn't get quite enough out of qualifying. I probably should have been up towards the pole, but I messed up a couple times. So
what? You're pumped up though, right? You're ready to go.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, we know. I was reading a little bit of info and background at you about you at ASL, and you come over to ASL last season, correct?
Yeah, final race of the season.
And how long had you been on iRacing prior to that?
I've been on iRacing for 2.5 years, I think. About 3, maybe.
So 2.5 years on iRacing doing sim race, or maybe even sim racing longer. Heck, you probably had different games before that too, right?
Yeah. I'm not like hardcore. I'd never been a steering wheel guy until I got iRacing. So.
Oh, there you go.
It was just like Forza, stuff like that. I didn't really have a PC to do all this, and then I got a PC a few years ago and never looked back.
How'd you discover iRacing? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I've always known about iRacing. It's really the only way you can competitively, race, NASCAR or anything else. I feel like it's the most realistic sim racing ever. So, yeah, I think everybody knows that the only way you're going to get a realistic experience is on iRacing.
There you go. You got it figured out, Tyler, and you did it in a relatively short amount of time. But tell us about your league experience so far at ASL and kind of lead us into a little bit of that. The team, tell us about your team, things like that.
Yeah, I just joined Big Gains Racing this season. New team that was formed for this season. I started at Phoenix, just trying to stay out of the way. That was pretty nerve-wracking. I ended up getting a 6th place out of that. And then we had the quote-unquote season opener with the Clash. I ended up winning that somehow. Still don't know how I won that, but...
That is correct. I got the interview after that one, so...
Yeah, that was the closest finish I've ever had. And, I haven't had the best luck the last 2 weeks. I blew an engine by my mistake at Daytona. took me out of the race. And then last week I started in the back because I didn't complete qualifying all the way, and then I got turned sideways a couple times, but I came back to finish 23rd, so I guess it's not all bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. And how's do you have a lot of experience at Iowa? How do you like the short tracks?
Well, every race I've been in, I've either finished top 5 or 1. So I love this track. I don't like Richmond, surprisingly, even though this track's kind of like Richmond. This track just suits my driving style a lot better.
That's awesome. So feel like the chances of breaking in that top 5 or winning it tonight are pretty good.
Yeah, I'd be pretty disappointed if I wasn't at least in the top 5 tonight.
Well, we like the confidence, man. That's something I love to hear in the booth, and be awesome to have you not only in here on the pre-race interview, but also a post-race interview, Tyler.
Yeah, and on top of that, Johnny and Steven, I don't think are going to make the race tonight, so I actually have a shot.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. I think you had one before that. I got to see you race the Phoenix race, and then I watched you win the Clash and interviewed you after that, so that was pretty awesome. Man, I wish you the best of luck out here tonight. I know you're going to have a great run.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you have anyone you want to, any sponsors you want to talk about, or anybody you want to give a shout out to or anything, Tyler?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my teammate, Cody. Me and him have been practicing together the last couple of weeks, and we've been hitting on a lot of stuff. We just need to put it all together, and hopefully tonight's that night. And I wanted to thank my sponsor. I got a new sponsor, Neatavay.com, the travel site. So if you want to support me, go out there and book any vacations that you have planned through our site.
Yeah, I'm doing a few different close-up camera shots for you on that, buddy. So people.
Yeah, I haven't got the primary sponsor paint scheme yet. So.
Well, we'll have to get you busy on that then.
Yeah, I'll have it by next week.
I'll tell you what, Tyler, we appreciate the heck out of you coming in for your interview, buddy, and wish you the best of luck. But I got confidence in you. I know you're going to have a good night here at Iowa tonight.
Yeah, thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the race. I'm going to be coming from 14th, so it should be quite the show.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on the 45 car for sure, buddy. And like I said, go out, just go get them, man. That's what you got to do, Tyler. Just go out there and get them.
Definitely.
Give it your best. Anything else you want to add before I let you get out there and practice some more?
No, I think that's about it.
All right, man. Good luck to you, and hopefully we'll talk to you in the post-race.
Yeah, thanks.
And I can move you back down there. You said it Big Gains Racing, right?
Yep.
All righty. See you later, Tyler.
See ya.
So Tyler Powers right there in that 45 car. That was your pre-race interview. Got to learn a little bit about that driver. How he come to iRacing and how he heard about it, how he cut his teeth in it, in sim racing in general. And I don't know how did I get here? It started many years ago. I couldn't even math that far anymore. I don't even think I would want to try, but it's been a long time. That's the best way to put it. We are in a warm-up session right now, so we're not actually racing yet. You'll see the cars get lined up kind of like they're doing a little pit party here. And that's just to simulate the starts. I can tell you short tracks in 37 cars. Todd Chase, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream tonight. I want to welcome everyone to the stream, everyone that's tuned in so far. I'm going to tell you, after broadcasting some races with the American Sim Racing League, if there's one thing I can tell you, if there's a league capable of starting 37 drivers, 37 cars, or 38 cars, or even 40, and going with less than 2 cautions, this would be the group of drivers that do it. We're taking a look at them here as they're going to get going. Oh, well, we don't need to see pit road, I don't think. We're going to get right in the middle of the field. Got a couple of minutes left of warm-up before we go racing here at Iowa tonight. And then I'm going to look and see. I probably got the information on my phone, so let me check that out real quick. Get us some details of the race. How's that? Going to have three extra sets of tires, so four sets total with the set they start with. Our stage brake's going to come up around lap 60 tonight, so we'll have to look out for that. And as you know, they run 100% fuel in this Xfinity car here. So fuel shouldn't really come into play too much, but tire wear might be pretty extreme on the long run. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to watch and see how that is for the drivers. And as always, if you have a favorite driver, put them in the chat. Either put their name or their car number, and we'll give that driver a little bit of air time in the broadcast. And we'll also, if that driver gets enough votes and gets more than any other driver in the broadcast, we'll make him the fan choice at the end of the night and make a fourth interview out of it. We'll get that driver in here and do an interview. So even if they don't finish in the top three, they get a chance to get up in the broadcast booth and talk to you through the broadcast. Watching the 31 there, Richard Holland racing around the 45 of Tyler Powers. And again, it's just practice. Warm-up session here. Got a couple of cars sitting on pit road. Some of these guys still out here. There's Jeff Yenish in the 89. Kyle Bromer bringing the 90 car to pit road right here. Got a couple cars going to come in behind them. And that's going to do it for our practice session. So we're going to go straight into the driver lineup for the race here tonight. And we're going to be doing 150 laps around Iowa Speedway. And they're starting to get lined up out there, so we're going to get to the front of the field because we got a starting grid. So let's get right to it because we don't have much time to do it. Starting first tonight, P1's going to be Landon Cardullo driving a 13 car. Great qualifying effort right there for Landon. So to his outside in second, that's going to be the 21 of Todd Cray. Good qualifying effort for Todd here, too. Let's go to third. We're going to see Bentley Glacier right there in the 24 car. And his outside in fourth, driving a 30 car, you'll see Justin Gann. Fifth tonight, David Kamara in the 02. And starting sixth is going to be Hunter Waters in the 7. Starting seventh tonight, Jeff Yenish in the 89 car. And to his outside in eighth, you'll see the 85 of Jacob Zala. Starting ninth is going to be the 96 of Jesse Bunnell, and to his outside in 10th, that'll be the Coupe, Bradley Cooper right there in the 25 car. Starting 11th tonight, the 19 of Dwayne Hunt, and to his outside in 12th, you'll see Ben Park in the 23. Starting 13th is Jerry Cochran in the 72, and his outside in 14th. We talked to him in the pre-race. That's a 45 of Tyler Powers. 15th tonight, Patrick DeSalinier driving the 93, and to his outside in 16th is going to be Adam Matz in the 9. Starting 17th, we'll have Charlie Woods in the 40, and his outside in 18th is going to be Ray Polking in the 46 car. 19th tonight, Cody Blackmore in the 84, and to his outside in 20th, we got a bootlegger. That's Tommy Haynes driving the 17. 21st tonight, Joseph McWhorter driving the 73. Into his outside in 22nd is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland. Starting 23rd tonight, the 11 of Tyler Seville. And next to him is going to be the 97 of Levi Allen starting 24th. 25th will be William Kemp in the 09. And in 26, Jason Day in the 52. Starting 27 tonight, Brenton Hunt driving a 26. And to his outside in 28th is going to be the 80 of Rafael Rodriguez. 29th, Kyle Bromer in the 90, and his outside in 30th, the 41 of Shane Gross. Starting 31st tonight, Todd Chase in the 20, and his outside in 32nd, the 3 of Paul Crumrye. 33rd, Gary May in the 5, and in 34th, the 51 of Jason Mullis. 35th, Levi Pullen in the 91, and the 36th, the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. And I'm going to pull 35 cars on the grid tonight. And we're going to shut the grid off eventually. So we got a vote right there for the 80, and let's go 13 and 23. And I'll tell you that 13 starting from a great starting spot right there. I don't think the 23 was back too far, was he? So we're pacing around here, and I got the grid done before they went racing. I'm here, and I'm shocked. I'm in shock. But able to pull that off here tonight. But the guys did give me an extra lap. I think they give me 3 laps of pacing to get through the grid. So I'm very happy on the short track that I could knock that out and make it happen tonight. But it gives us a little time to get our camera angles right. And we're going to get ready to do 150 laps of racing for you tonight here. And I'll try to get my timing screen fixed up as the pace car's in. We're green flag and racing at Iowa with the American Sim Racing League. In the Elite Series here. And there's the side-by-side battle for that P1 spot already. 21 of Todd Cray working the high side, 13 of Landon Cardullo. That 24, though, Bentley Glacier back there in the 3rd spot. They started 2x2, and these first 2 or 3 rows are still 2x2. You see a 24 for the win. So there's a vote for Bentley there. Bentley in a battle right here at the start. We're going to try to get our camera straightened out. Big field of cars on the short track at Iowa here. 35 starting, at least 35. I had 35 on the grid. It don't mean a couple more didn't sneak in, I promise you. See a little bit of smoke back there, but it might have been a little bit of a wall tap from one of those drivers. Watching the 0-2 of David Kamara. He's got a car to his outside. And that might be the 96 up there, Jesse Bennell. So just might be the 96. And I believe that it is. So we do have a couple drivers that missed tonight. And a couple fast drivers, actually. That's going to be the 63 of Johnny Avila. He's not in a race tonight. And the 27 of Steve Yenish is another driver who's not in a race tonight. Oh, we got a wreck back there. And we got a caution out of it, so we're going to have to figure out who it was. And seen a couple of them dropping out of the... All right, I think I've seen 84 maybe. That was one of them, so let's figure out what happened. Ooh, a little bit of contact. He's going to send 84 around, and he's going to get collected by a couple of cars right here. Get a little bit closer view. Take a look at it one more time. We got the 09 and the 40 involved in it as well. So we look at it from a couple of different car angles here. You see the 40 was directly behind the 84, nowhere to go. It's going to collect him, the 09. 84, 40, and then 62. Nowhere to go at the end. It's going to drive into the front of the 40. So we got a few cars caught up in caution number 1 here tonight on lap 6. And remember, after the start of the race, they've got 3 more sets of tires. So anybody that takes tires on lap 6 here is going to be down to 2 sets. Into the 150 laps at Iowa Speedway, tires will be a big deal. I don't know how big of a deal. We'll have to wait, obviously, until we get later in the race to see who's got tires left. But typically the right tire strategy a lot of times could be the difference between first and 21st. So we're going to find out tonight who played the right strategy, who plays it, and who the ace is here at Iowa. Who's the top dog at Iowa here. I can think of about 35 guys that could probably get up there and pull out a win tonight. So you guys guys and gals might be able to narrow that number down for me just a little bit. Front row, 13. Landon Cardulo, 21. Todd Cray. Dirty Card, Justin Gann, riding in the 3rd spot now. Bentley Glasser's moved that 24 back to 4th, and you got Hunter Waters in the 7th, sitting back in the 5th spot, and that's your top 5 right here. Switch the screen over. Move that back and forth as we're pacing right now. See if the lights go out on the pace car this time. Should have got one of them up here for an interview, but I didn't think about it. I didn't have the camera swapped over quick enough, and yes, the lights are out on the pace car. So we get the next caution. We'll definitely interview a driver. We'll interview one. During the stage break too. So working lap 8 of 150. We're on the 1 to go back to green flag racing. And again, thank all the viewers for coming in here tonight. All you guys and gals are what makes my job worth it. Yeah, I know the drivers love to come in and rewatch their race, and they love to see your chat. That's one of the big comments that I hear from the drivers. So make sure if you're in here watching a certain driver, you let that driver know as the pace car's in now. Right in the Geico restart zone, and the 13's gone. Landon wasted no time getting to the gas pedal on that launch. He's going to take off, but look at Gann in the 30. Gann's going to get around Todd Cray, move into the P2 spot. So Justin Gann on the gas. We got a shout out for 02 car. We'll go back and find him in a second. Watch that lead battle. Heck, we don't got to go back too far to get to the 02. Kamara's right there. A little bit closer shot of that car. We'll show you the 02 working the bottom of the track. He's currently sitting in the 7th position. So that 02 might have a little confidence here at Iowa Speedway tonight. He's got the 19 working the bumper. Looks like the 89 of Jeff Yinish working the bottom of the track right there. And Todd Cray don't want to let that 2nd spot go in the 21. He just had to relinquish it to the 30. Justin Gann got the 2nd. Todd Cray's going to move to 3rd. The 7 of Hunter Waters right behind him, and the 24 of Bentley Glaser right up on the top of the track. Look at the run the 24 gets, though. Bentley really getting a good run. It's going to propel him all the way up here to 3rd place. So he goes from 5th to 3rd, working the middle to high side of the track. So it looks like some of the drivers have figured the middle groove out here. You see the run the 24 is going to get, but the 30 is going to move up, so the 24 will have to let out of the throttle a little bit. That's what happens when you get that monster run coming off the corner, working the high side. Right now, though, I believe the 30 is going to give him room. He just isn't going to have the run to get by him. That 30 and the 21 both doing a great job working the bottom side of the track. Dakota in here giving a shout out to Coop and Richard Holland. That's going to be the 25 and the 31 car. We'll get back and show them, but man, look at that. Look at the 24. Able to move into the 2nd position. Working a little higher line. And as I recall from the many laps I've taken here at Iowa, that's not a bad way around this track. It works, period. It just works. Look at the 96, though, Jesse Bennell. Another driver making moves on the outside. He's able to get up into the 3rd position. So 24, 96 doing a great job working their way back through the field at the front here. And I got to go find the well, here's the 31 right here. Dakota. Sitting back in the 20th position right now, so Richard Holland with a little bit of work to do. And look at that, Coop's right by him in the 25. I hear you, Dakota. So the 31 and 25, two teammates here, two teammates over there, as Dakota knows. Running back here in the 19th and 20th position, respectfully. Meanwhile, the lead has not changed. Landon Cardullo started there. And 18 laps in, Landon Cardullo, well, he's still up front. So he's made that job easy on me. But second place, really impressed with what the 24 and the 96 were able to do after that restart, working a higher line. Todd Cray's going to settle the fight for fourth, though, as he's going to take it. So the 21 of Todd Cray up to the fourth spot. He's going to put Justin Gann in the 30 car back in fifth. So we had a quick caution on lap number 6. We went green on around lap number 9. Prime time to race. Talking about the 21, driver of the 21 right here. And we got a caution and I missed it. I'm going to have to find it. Let's see who slowed down back here and try to figure out what happened. Sometimes you just got to move to the... Oh, I've seen one sideways. I'll just have to see if I can catch that view again and find out what driver we had sideways in front of the field there. Oh, found it. So I got to find the car. All right, we're going to go back and find out what happened to this driver. Oh, looked like 3 wide might have happened. Let's find out. Ran out of racetrack. And that sends a 0-2 around. So it looks like the 0-2 is going to be the only one going around and affected here on caution flag number 2. We're going to catch up to the live screen as you watch a lot of drivers come into pit road. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to see if I can steal our race leader for a quick interview. Landon Cardullo, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Sure do.
Man, I'll tell you what, you started P1, and I'm not going to lie, that 13 car looks like a hot rod, buddy.
Yeah, it's it's not on rails, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, we got a little bit of speed in this car.
So your confidence level up for tonight? You gonna be able to carry this out, or what?
And I hope so. I mean, we had a decent race at Daytona. Ended up getting in somebody's mess, and then we had a start in the back last week and ended up working our way up to 5th. So the momentum was there, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right. Well, you have some fans watching you in the broadcast tonight, so get her done for the team and the fans tonight, Landon.
I will. I'll try my best.
All right. You want to give a shout out to anybody while we're up in the booth?
Just everybody watching, and let's try to keep it clean and enjoy the show.
All right, man. It sounds great. Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
So that's the race leader right there. Able to steal a quick interview out of him. Sounds like the confidence level's there. They might be in trouble. He's pretty comfortable leading this thing, I can tell you that. So we'll switch stuff around here. Oh, I've been able to broadcast that 21 car many times, and I know Todd Cray's fast. And Iowa's probably a track that's pretty good to Todd, too. So we're working lap 24 of 150. So We're a long way from finishing this thing, and it's like I said earlier, any of them, as far as I'm concerned, are capable of winning this. Might be the 24 car riding in second, the 96 car moving up through the field there. Jesse Bonnell having a good run so far. And, of course, Prime Time in the 21 car. Justin Gann in the 30, Hunter Waters in the 7. I mean, there's so many drivers here that we can't count out in this one. And we know that lap 60, we're going to have a stage break. So that's going to happen too. We're going to have to wait and figure it out. And then you got to hope, if you're one of these drivers, that you don't run into trouble here tonight. Or trouble don't run into you. Lights are out on the pace car this time, I'm going to guess. Now if I can get another look at the pace car. Yep, lights are out. So we are going to go back to green flag racing next time by. And hopefully everything's coming through loud and clear on the broadcast and when we do the driver interviews. And we're going to continue that all season long, so you'll get to hear from random drivers during caution flags, and we're going to keep this exciting. They're keeping the race exciting, so we got to keep the broadcast exciting somehow. We got people like Prime Time, Todd Cray there. 17 car is going to be the bootlegger, Tommy Haynes. If you got a nickname for a driver, put it in there. Pace car's in. Cardulo's going to wait to get on the gas, and I tell you what, the 24, he went. Bentley Glacier went. He took the 24 and took the lead. 96, though, Jesse Bonnell and Todd Cray in a battle for the third spot. Oh, looks like the 96 is going to take it, and the 13 didn't waste no time taking the lead back. Really quick changeover. Landon definitely has it figured out around here. But good move by the 24 on the start of that. They went through the Geico restart zone. He knew it, and he took advantage of it. But we got different cars working different lines here. So it's going to be interesting to see who does what in the top 5. Thank you. I appreciate that from both of you. That's definitely good to hear. I try to keep this thing tuned up pretty good week in and week out. Take it back here around mid-pack for a second. 19th position. That's the 25, Bradley Cooper. Was looking for a bootlegger for a second, and I think I found one. 17 car. I know he's a bootlegger because it's on his car. It says it on his car, it must be true, right? 17 running up in the 14th spot right here. Got Adam Matz in front of him in the 9 car. And I seen the 89 running somewhere in the top 10. He's going to be back here in the 9th position. Jeff Yenish in the 89. And we're going to look and find a 23. I know he's riding. Oh, there he is. I knew I seen him. So that's Ben Park in the 23 car. We've had a couple of caution flags if you're just tuning in. A couple quick cautions, we'll call it. So this is 14th and 15th position, the 17 and the 23. And the 9 car Mats. This is right out of the top 10, and the 10th spot is held. Well, it's actually contested. The 89 car, Jeff Yenish had it, but he's going to drop Tyler Powers, 45, back a spot. So Powers is going to fall back to 11. Momentarily, he's working the high side, so he's going to drive back into 10th. It's just That top 10 switching back and forth right now. All this behind 85 of Jacob Zala. Meanwhile, up front, still much of the same from the start of this thing. 13 car, Landon Cardulo, your leader. 24 car, Bentley Glacier, second. And in third place, that's primetime, Todd Gray. And you can see, looking at the little bit farther back on the camera view, that 21 car is working the bottom, and he's doing it well. 13 still driving down to the bottom, and it looks like the 24's moved his line down quite a bit here too. So these front guys got, 30, most of them actually have 35 laps on this set of tires here. And I'd probably do tires on the 50s if it were me. If you got 3 sets of them, do tires around lap 50 and lap 100, and there you go, Then if you get, we're under caution. Almost missed that one, didn't I? We got one on pit road, and we may have found it somewhere. We have to back it up on some instant replays here, and ooh, we got a car catching air. We got to find that car. Switch our cameras, get a little bit more up close, and what put that car so high in the air? Oof. Look at that. 80 car, though. Rafael Rodriguez getting caught up in that. So a little damage on the front of that car. In fact, he's missing the front of it. Watch it one more time. Ooh. Just a wicked way these cars made contact right there. Going to damage both the cars pretty severely, so they'll have to take that to the attention of their pit crew. Caution flag number 3, lap 37 of 150 here at Iowa Speedway tonight. And let's, I'll tell you what, let's go get primetime for an interview. He's running in third, so he's in the top 3. We're going to go find him real quick. Well, I'm paused because I'm looking for him in Discord. And I might be blind because I don't see him. I'll go back through the list one more time here. There's Todd Chase. Okay, so I don't see him in Discord, so we're going to skip him on the interview. And we'll get someone else up there. If we can do it quick enough. We might not be able to do it this time, but we're going to try. I guess that's what happens when you throw your screen down too small on that one. So I guess we might skip the interview this time, and we'll pick back up on next caution or during the stage break. I'll get a couple lined up. I had one in mind there, but I don't see him in Discord. And funny enough, the second driver I was thinking about, I don't see in Discord either. So I don't know if during the race that some of these guys switch out to a separate channel, and they might. Which is, probably in their own Discord. I don't know. And I'm not in it, obviously. So I can't see all of them. I don't see Todd. They'll usually all come in after the race. But we'll find some drivers probably a little bit farther back. I see the names that are in here in Discord, and we'll start interviewing them. So we'll do it next time around because like I said, I don't know how much more pacing we got left here. I know we got at least a lap, so I'm going to take a real quick break and grab a drink. All right, so I pulled that off, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Get to the front of the field. Coming out of turn 4, so that restart's coming quickly. Get my drink down there, and here we go. Back in green flag racing with the American SimRacing League. Prime time, putting on a show. Look at him on the restart. Todd Cray in the 21. Once again, that 24 car working the high side with the 96. They're trying to do something up there. Wow, he got all the racetrack. That 24 got all of it. He may have got a chunk of the wall, too. So, all the race track and part of the wall. These guys on lap 42 are going for it. Remember, the top 10, man, that 21's all the way down at the bottom. He had the left sides on that line. You can't get no lower. If you do, you're on the flat, and you don't want to get down there on that flat. Side by side for the second position, 21 and 24. 21 making the bottom work through the center of the corner. Doesn't have enough racetrack, though, on corner exit. 24 working the higher line has the advantage there. If the 21 can ever slide by him and get him cleared, it would be different. But he's not going to. He's going to have to fall in line now behind the 24 car. And this is just the different lines these drivers are working around here. 13 car, though. Landon Cardulo's got it figured out. His line seems to be working pretty well for him. 96, though, is dropping back a little bit. Just watch that. It's like the 73 of McWhorter. Joseph McWhorter in the 73 car coming forward here. Gans in a side-by-side battle behind him. 30 car Justin Gans, 7 car Hunter Waters in a battle right here. I believe that's the 89 of Yenish. I see racing back inside the top 10, and you see smoke fly. That's because they've tagged the wall. Not hard, not super hard, but enough to cause a little bit of smoke. And I'm going to assume that is iRacing simulating a tire smoke here. Ben Park's 23 car riding back in the 13th position now. He's got a little bit of racing ahead of him, side by side. That's Jeff Yenish in the 19 of Dwayne Hunt. Working lap 48 now, getting ever closer to the stage break. Taking a look back here a little bit farther, too. 52 car. Jason Day, the driver's name. See the 02 of David Kamara back here, 72 of Jerry Cochran. And I believe the 93 right there, Patrick DeSalinier. Got a shout out for Levi Allen. That's the driver in the 97 car right here. So we'll give him a little bit of air time. 10 laps away now from the end of the stage here. And nope, we're under caution. Not sure who it was, but we might be able to find out. We did find it. This was up towards the front of the field, too. 30 car. He's going to keep it locked down at the top, though, and I don't think anyone else is going to make contact here. So that's good for the other drivers. All right, we're going to interview some random drivers now. Let's find this driver. I'm going to try to interview drivers that you guys and gals put in the chat. So if I find them in Discord, I'll interview them. And this driver's in here, so... Ben Park, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
I wanted to steal you while we're under caution here. How's that 23 car feeling tonight?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just riding around 10th.
Round 10. Yeah, you're riding around the top 10 there. We've seen you battling there for most of the race, but I'll tell you got a teammate that's been putting on a clinic up there.
Yes, sir.
So did you take a little bit of you get to practice a little bit with that teammate, or how did it go down?
Actually, we didn't run too much practice. I pretty much just joined the session and it's all the practice I got.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, did he share some secrets with you anyway?
Yeah, he's pretty good about sharing his secrets.
Good deal. Ben, do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to while we got you in the booth here? I know you're going to go back to racing pretty quick, so.
I know that my grandma is watching. Shout out to my grandma, my brother, and all the rest of the JBR fans.
Yeah, you have a lot of fans that come in here, and I wanted to make sure that I stole you under one of these cautions and got you up here for an interview, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Yep, go out and get them.
Do my best.
All right. So driver the 23, Ben Park, right there. Heck, I think the cautions are slow enough we could do 2 of them. Let's not try it, though. You get to, it looks like Todd Cray's going to take over the top spot, and I think our leader may have, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out where the 13 went. He may have went to pit road. He's going to restart back in 21st. So I'm going to guess that he did go. In fact, he did go to pit road. He might be thinking somewhat what I said early in the race. Take him on the 50s. The tires. 150 lap race. We're 54 laps in. So just over a third of the way. And we're going to have our stage break lap 60, I believe. I don't just believe it. I truly believe it. Yes. So lap 60 is going to be the stage break. That's if they don't get a caution 5 laps before, and I'm assuming the lights are going to go out on the pace car this time, which is going to give us the one to go here. And for the prime time Todd Cray fans, he's going to be restarting P1. He's got the 73, though. Joseph McWhorter working his way up through the fields, restarting P2. Bentley Glacier in 24 is going to be P3, and Hunter Waters with the 7, P4. Back in 5th, you'll see the 96 car, Jesse Bennell. We'll get him on the next one, Dan. We get enough cautions, we'll get them all interviewed. Kind of hope that don't happen because I know they don't have fast repairs here. So we hope that we don't get that many cautions and that many drivers get damaged. But we got the lights out on the pace car, and we're going through turn 4. That just means one thing. We're getting into restart territory. Todd Cray, Joseph McWhorter, and green flag racing. That's what we're doing right here at the American Sim Racing League. Remember, the top 10 score points at the stage break. So if you're in the top 10 at the end of this stage here, you're going to get some points. And where those points add up at the end of the regular season when we're getting ready to go chase racing here. We got a car loose in the back. I don't know who it was, but he shot to the inside of the track. Oh, not that far back, Vern. Might have been that driver right there in the 5 car. We're going to stay green. Get back up to the front of the field. 21, 73, 7, 24, 96, your top 5. Now make it 85 now. Zala's back there battling for it. He's side by side with the 96 car. That's a battle to get inside the top 5 between the 85 and the 96. See the 24 car. Glacier just up ahead of him. We've seen Bentley up there battling even in the top 2. We know that 24 car is fast. But impressively, the 73 car moving through the field. He's got a pretty good hot rod here tonight. And I'm not going to count out that car that started P1. Taking a look at where the 13 car is at. Oh, we got to get back up to the front, though. That 13 car might get in the top 10. We'll have to take a look as we're coming under stage break right here. Caution's out. 21 of Todd Cray going to take that stage win. The 73 car, Joseph McWhorter second. Hunter Waters is third back here in the 7. Fourth is the 24 Bentley Glacier. And then you got Jesse Bennell in the 5th spot. Jeff Yenish in 6th. 85 car, Jacob Zala in the 7th spot. Ben Park in the 23 is going to be 8th right now. He's going to score some points. Those the 19 of Dwayne Hunt. And look at that. The 13 car that led all the laps at the beginning is going to sneak his way back in the top 10 and score stage points right here. So congratulations to the top 10 for being able to accomplish that. But we got a lot of racing left to go. We're lap 62 of 150 tonight. And remember, Iowa's a short track, so during green flag racing, those laps go fast. And I expect we're going to see a lot of cars come to pit road, except perhaps the driver that was in the 10th spot. We'll have to see. Yeah, he pitted before these guys did 11 laps ago. So Cardullo is he's going to stay out right here and take advantage of this caution flag. That's just different strategies right there. You got one. Oh, how many? 11. You have 12 of these drivers who've already been to pit road, so 12 of them. 12 drivers have been to pit road. They're going to stay out on the track. The drivers that were up front, they're all going to head to pit road right here. And I think we got some more interviews to do, so maybe we can get a couple done. Oh, who are we looking for? 85 car. There we go. Jacob Zala, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. How's the 85 car feeling?
We are fast tonight. I love this track. I love coming to Iowa, and we are having a good time.
So you love the track, love Iowa. You're having a great time, and I seen you battling up there for the top 5 towards the end of that stage break.
Yeah, we were battling for top 5. We just couldn't get it. It got tight at the end. Our tires weren't as bad as I thought they were, but that top side later in the run gets really tight. But we're still able to come out 8th, so we'll take it.
Yeah, you're still in pretty good shape, and there's plenty of laps to go there, Jacob. Do you have anything for those front guys when you get there?
I think I do. I also want to apologize to the guys that I have ran into tonight. Just racing incidents, but yeah, we definitely have what it takes to win this race. We just got to be smart and educated to do it.
There you go. Yep, you got to use your head. It is a short track, so race with the head, but man, you got a fast hot rod, and I'll tell you got some pretty fast teammates to lean on down there too.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my teammates Landon and Ben. We are running all good tonight, so hopefully we can get out there and get a win.
Well, you have a lot of fans in the broadcast here tonight as well, and every week as far as that goes. You want to give a shout out to anybody out there? Any sponsors?
Shout out to my dad, Bird Dog Racing Incorporated, Bird Dog Racing Components Incorporated, Chicago Heights Star Tool and Die, Ben's grandma, I believe, who's watching, and everybody else out there who's watching us for the Jonathan Byer Racing team.
Well, you guys have certainly, you're packing the house, Jacob, and good luck to you, buddy. Go get them.
Thank you.
There's your interview for the driver of the 85 car, Jacob Zala. Good interview right there. And we got lights out on the pace car, so I don't have time to pull another one in the booth, because we're going to get ready for our post-stage restart. That's how we'll put it, post-stage. Our restart after the stage break. I guess it would be post-stage, right? Bad joke. I get it. Where did Prime Time fall back to? When you mentioned Prime Time, I believe he floated back. He's going to restart 14th. So he's back in 14th position. We'll have to see how that goes. 13 car, Landon Cardulo back up front. David Kamara. We had a fan in here for him in the 02. He's up there. Pace car's in. And just like that, we are back to green flag racing with the American SimRacing League in the Elite Series. So stage number 1 is over, and now it's race strategy. 3 wide racing back here. Ray Polking, Todd Cray, 72 car. Aaron Cochran. Look at the 30 car again, trying to move in there. Oh, contact back there. Ooh, heavy contact. I'm going to try to find the drivers involved, because that is going to put us under caution. All right, we know 3 wide it looked like, and it just didn't fare well there. And that's going to collect a few guys, so we're going to have some drivers get some damage here. A little broader look one more time, and see what went down here. Tight racing. Oh, that's 73. The 31 of Richard Holland. 62 once again, 3 car. You see some damaged race cars up there. We're going to get back to the front of the field, and we got some cars on pit road that have to get to the attention of their crew. And we got another, I guess we technically have another caution here. So who's next? Who am I going to pull up next? Well, maybe we'll do that. Let me see here. Levi Poland, this is Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got the driver of the 91 in the broadcast booth, man. How's that 91 car feeling out there?
I was feeling pretty good. I'm just taking it easy for the first half of this race and see how it plays out.
Yeah, and I think I pulled you out of the independent room down there, not a team affiliation. So you one of the independent drivers here, Levi?
Yep, that I am. I run solo. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse.
Sometimes better and sometimes worse. Well, the good part about it, because I used to do it all the time too, personally, is we don't have to worry about the chit chat too much during the race, right?
Absolutely.
So you can focus on the race a little bit more. Do you got anything to go forward? That's the question.
I believe so. On the long run, I believe I can hold on to the tires a little bit longer than some. So I believe if we ever get going green, I'll be fine.
So you need some long runs there to pick it up, and probably these restarts. Can you take advantage on these restarts a little bit there, Levi?
I'm going to try. I'm not so fast on the short runs, though.
Gotcha. Well, do you have anyone that, like sponsors or anyone you want to give a shout-out to while we got you up here, buddy?
I'd just like to say thanks to the league, thanks to you guys for broadcasting this, and let's have a good race.
There you go. Good luck to you, Levi. Take that 91 car and get it up there in the top 3 for us. We'll interview you after the race, too.
Thank you.
All righty. So that was Levi Poland in the 91 car. I told you, enough cautions. We're going to get them all in here. I did, Dan. I interviewed the entire JBR team. I think the only one I didn't interview in that team is the spotter. But if you want me to, I can probably pull the spotter up here on the next one. We'll give him an interview. Get a little bit of insight of what his job is here and his responsibility during the race. I know mine is to bring the race for the drivers to come back and watch, for the family and the friends of the drivers to come in and hang out and to chat. You know, I find out nicknames that way. We get to know each other. It's a lot more fun. And we got a huge 21 fan in there. Primetime Todd Cray. Are you saying okay to bring the spotter in for an interview? I was just kind of joking. But it probably would be a good interview. So lights are out on the pace car. (13:02 41 45). Look at that pre-race interview. Sitting up in the 4th spot. The spotter is, let me scroll down there real quick. Reese Schaefer is the spotter. And the pace car's in. We're back to green flag racing with the American Sim Racing League. The 13 car, Landon Cardulo. Right back to the front, but the 0-2 of David Kamara taking over the P2 spot. And Tyler Powers in the 45, our pre-race interview. He's battling up here. 4th spot right now. That 09 car is impressive. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure that car, definitely interview him. I would be glad to get the 21 in for an interview, but I'm not seeing him in our Discord right now. So if the driver's not in the Discord, then I cannot get the driver an interview. Look at the battle for second. 45, 0, no, third actually. 45, 09, 21, 41, 30. All of them, basically. The whole field battling for second right now. Look at Todd Cray bury the 21 on the bottom. He said, let me show you what 10 lap fresher tires look like, and it's prime time. Cray going forward, moving up to the fourth spot right here. But I'll tell you what's impressive, and it shows you we're on a short track. The 09 car, he has no nose piece on that car. So he's missing some body components up there, and the guy's still in the top 3. Not any longer, though. Todd Cray, he's going to take it. 21 car to the 3rd spot. In the battle behind him, the 30 car. Justin Gann moving through. Gann up in the top 5 now, moving Tyler Powers into 45 back a spot. Tyler, though, digging on the bottom, going to try to make a move. Nothing there. 09's in the wall. Gann's collected. And we have a caution. All right, we'll back it up, take a little bit different camera view. I might have went too far, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't believe the 30's going to get that much damage from it, so I think he might be all right here. He is going to lose some track position. And we are back in, guess we're back in interview mode. This is fun. All right, we're going to get the driver of the 96 car. He's been running up front tonight. Got to find out where he's at real quick here. I seen him running up here. Right there. Pull him in the booth here. Jesse Bunnell, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
All right, I seen that 96 car up there battling in the top 3, and you got a little bit of work back here to do. Can you get it done?
Yeah, we're gonna get it done here. We still got a good race car, just cosmetic damage. Got plenty of tires left, so as long as we don't get caught up in anyone else's mess again, we'll be all right.
There you go. You just got to avoid the messes. That's the number one thing, man. So
yeah, we'll be good here, I think.
Well, that mean we're going to get a post-race with you, a post-race interview?
That's the goal.
All
that's
right.
my goal. I had some different goals earlier tonight, but right now that's the goal.
All righty, man. Do you have anyone you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, I want to say hi to my wife, Amanda, my mom, Barbara. Say hi to them. I know they're watching.
All righty. I'm going to put you back down there so you can get ready for this restart. I know you got some spots to make up and a little bit of time to do it, man. So good luck to you, Jesse. Good.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it.
Now, thank you for the interview. I know you're out there racing and concentrating, so I don't want to mess you up.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
So you go back to AW?
Yes, sir.
All righty. All right, so that interview was with the 96 of Jesse Bunnell. We'll get the spotter if we can get around to him. We got to get through some drivers first here. So definitely want to get the drivers. We've had a few cautions here tonight. Might be a way for me to tell. I'm going to have to look at that a little bit, but I think this time we should see the lights go out on the pace car when they go by the start-finish line, and they're going to go 2 by 2, and we're going to get ready for another restart here. It is Iowa. It's a short track, and things can happen quickly. It can escalate fast when a car has an issue or a driver does. Oh, I believe you 110%. Lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to go 2 by 2, and next time by, we're going to go back to green flag racing. 84 of 150 laps here, so the laps are winding down. Well, we're nine laps past halfway, so about 16 laps away from the 2/3 mark. And since it's only 9:30, I'd say the race is going relatively quickly here tonight. 02, 13, 45, 21, 41, top 5. And there they go, back to green flag racing with the American Sim Racing League. Man, we got a car that didn't restart back there too good. I don't know if something happened, but a bunch of drivers went around them back here. Now we got 3 wide, 23, 97, 89. Oh, a little bit of smoke, car in the wall maybe. Might even have been the 91. He was up there flirting with it. So I don't know, he might have reached out and touched it a little. You see how close them guys are getting up there to that wall. These drivers are just going after everything they can get. Lap 86 right here. I seen the shout out to Kamara, and he's got that 02 up in the 2nd spot. Prime time, 21, Todd Cray. Contact with the outside wall right there. It's Iowa. It's a short track. The wall, it just gets you. Sometimes you just run out of racetrack when you're exiting the corner at this place. And look at that 21, though. Close up on the back end of the 02 car. In that race for 4th place back there, that's crazy. Who is it? 52, 45, 7. So that's Day, Powers, Waters. 24 working his way forward. Back there, I see 96, 17. I think a bootlegger in the 17 there, Tommy Haynes, cracked the top 10 in the 8th spot. So Tommy having a good run here tonight. He's got a wheelman on the outside there, though, in the 96 car, Jesse Bennell. And I'd love to do it through the field, and we might try it, but I don't think we're going to get through it. we'll try it. So we'll start that here on lap 90, go to the front of the field. Change our view. And let's go with the race leader, Landon Cardullo. How did he get there? He started there. He's led a ton of laps here tonight. In fact, I think I can do a different one that'll show us how many. Nope. I was wrong about that. But Landon, best view on the racetrack. Nobody in front of him, so that's your leader. 2nd place, the 21 car, Todd Cray, Mr. Primetime. He's reclaimed it. You see Cray looking at the leader up in front of him. Probably would love to run him down right here. 92 laps, though. Still plenty of time to get it done. Go back to third. We got a different driver here, too. That's the 7-car Hunter Waters. And Hunter's, he's battling for it. He don't have third sealed up yet because the 0-2 on the outside right here, David Kamara, is giving him a run. David shown in the 4th spot, but clearly battling for the 3rd position with the 7. So we'll go back to the top 5 where we can take a look at the battle in front of him, which is the battle for the 3rd spot. And we're on board with the 24 Bentley Glacier. Bentley's in a battle of his own right here, but having a great run here tonight. We've seen Bentley up there in the top 2, and he's not far out of it now. So these guys up in the top 5 clearly don't have as much work to do as some of the others do. And we're going to go to 6th place, which is actually 5th where he stands now, and that's going to be the 52 of Jason Day. So Jason having a good run here. He's going to go up and battle for some more spots. That's the 7-car right there, so that's the 3rd place battle right in front of him, 3rd and 4th. 7th place will be on board with the 96 of Jesse Bunnell, and he's right in the middle of this battle too. You see Bunnell running a good line right here in the middle of the track. Car doesn't look like it's too terribly upset. I'm going to change our camera view a little bit. That way you can see what the banking's like here at Iowa. So there is a little bit of banking on each end of this racetrack as we're going to move back to 8th place with the bootlegger Tommy Haynes. He's right here in the thick of the battle as well. You can see the speeds they carry around here, about 160 miles an hour down the straightaway here. Slowing down almost 100 miles an hour in the corner. That outside line, though, you can see the momentum the 17's able to keep up here as he's running the 8th position. When we go back to 9th, we'll be on board with Tyler Powers, number 45 machine. Back one more and go on board with the 19 car, Dwayne Hunt, running in the 10th position. And the top ticker will show you how far they are behind the leader. These drivers all battling for position here. Go back to 11th, you're going to be on board with the 46 of Ray Polking. Polking driving the 46 car. He's in the battle too. They all are. We might get a beautiful sunset here at Iowa. And I would bet the track's cooling off a little bit, so some of these cars might be, well, it's definitely going to rubber up as the race goes on. It's going to build more rubber up, especially the line they've been running here towards the bottom. And that sun going down might affect them as we go on board with the 10th place car, 97 of Levi Allen. Yeah, that's it. 97 car, Levi. Got confused with the other Levi for a second, but I got it straightened out. Go back here to the 11th position, 45 of Tyler Powers. So some of these positions has changed around a little bit. Go back to 13th. We'll be on board with the 9 of Adam Matz. And he's going by the 0-2. So the 0-2 starting to struggle a little bit here. We'll go back to 14th. Be on board with Shane Gross's 41 car. This is a driver who started 30th. So the or the 41 started 30th, and he's moved up over halfway through the field. And we go back to the 15th position. We're going to find this driver that was up in the top 5, and he got caught up in another driver's deal, and that dropped Justin Gann's 30 car all the way back here to 14th. Justin started 4th in the 30 car. He's got a fast race car, so we know he's capable of getting back up there, maybe getting some spots back here. He's just got a little bit of work to do. Okay, I believe we were on board with this guy, so we're going to go back and find another guy that was involved in a little bit of an incident. That's the 31 here, Richard Holland. Holland sitting in the 15th position. So he's working around a couple of drivers, one driver, and he's trying to run another one down. So it looks like through the run here as we get a green flag run, the 31's moving forward. So we'll go back to 17th. We're going on board with Patrick DeSalinier in the 93 car. He's watching the battle out his windshield. That's the 31 on the high side, 0-2 in the middle, and it looks like the 31 did end up taking that spot. So this is outside the top 10, but inside the top 20 here. As we go back to 18th, and we're going to go on board with the 89 car of Jeff Yenish. No, they're done with stage stops. They only have the one on lap 60, so we're going to race it out from here. I believe you will see them stop and take tires, though. Some of them probably quicker than others. We go back to 20th, and we'll be on board with the 91 here, Levi Poland. And Levi was the one we got on the interview. On one of our cautions here tonight. So no team affiliation for this driver. He's having a pretty good run, though. He started 35th, moved up to 19th. The stage break, I'm not sure. They got 29 laps. Some of these guys got 59 on them, though, like Shane Gross and them. So we'll have to see. I'm going to go on board with the 20th place driver is going to be Jacob Zala. So Zala's got a little bit of work to do as they're on 112 here of 150. We go back to 21st, be on board with the 51 car Jason Mullis. I'm not 100% sure how far they can go on fuel, but I would guess if some of these guys got 60 laps on their tank that they're probably not going to be able to make it to the end. So a lot of these guys will probably, and it depends on how much the tire drop-off is too. All right, Mullis had a driver go by that we haven't been on board with, and that's going to be 21st place, which is the 25 of the Coupe, Bradley Cooper. I'm personally really familiar with this driver because he's a Tuesday night commentator on the WFO Racing Network. So I know Coop very well. Races over here on Sunday night. He races with me on Wednesday night, and then he commentates on Tuesday night. So he's back here in the 21st spot, and these guys are battling. So these positions are switching around as I go on board with the 23rd place driver. Brinson Hunt in the 23rd spot, the 26 car. See the onboard and the battles. I'm going to find the 72 car of Jerry Cochran running back at 24th. Goes by the start-finish line. Going to turn down into turn 1 down here. Back to 25th. We're going to be on board with the 23 car, Ben Park. So Ben, one of our interviews, I know he's got a lot of fans in the chat right here tonight. So we got a lot of people tuned in watching this driver. So we're going to let you be on board his race car. Take a couple laps here around Iowa Speedway. And you can see exactly what Ben is seeing out of his windshield. Look at how fast that close rate is on that car. Going to move to the inside, probably pick up a spot there. And we're going to find the driver behind him in 26, the 84 car of Cody Blackmore. I think we only got a few more to get to here, so we're going to knock them out really quickly here as we go back and go on board with the gentleman right here, Gary May in the 5 car. Gary's in the 27th spot. And right behind him in 28th, you're going to find the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. Then we got a couple more that may actually be on pit road, but we're going to find out. We'll change our camera view for these next 2 drivers. Yep, that's going to be Charlie Woods on pit road, and the other one will be the 90 of Kyle Bromer. So those are your pit road cars. Back to the race leader. 13 car, Landon Cardullo. Where's Mr. Primetime? He's P2 right now. He's about 2.5 seconds back from the race leader. And this is one of the cars. Actually, the leader's got 70 laps on his tires now. So I don't know. I mean, full tank of fuel, I wouldn't think they could go 100 laps on it. So I do believe the pit stops are going to be happening probably more sooner than later even. You go back to 3rd and about 1 second, 1.2 seconds between 2nd and 3rd right now. So they're definitely spaced out a little bit. That's Hunter Waters in the 7 car. And we've had a pretty good green flag run here since our last caution flag. This will show you the distances a little bit better as we go back to Jason Day's 52 car in the 4th spot. And that's a battle for the top 5. 96 car Bunnell, 24 of Bentley. Glacier right there. They're battling. That 24 car on the top side of the track, 96 car working the bottom. That shows you how tough it is to get into the top 5 right here tonight. All right, some of these guys got about 75 laps on this run now. Coming up on 127 complete. 23 laps to go. That's what 2.5 seconds looks like. Still green flag and racing here. And the laps are ticking off. The short track, it doesn't take long. Looks like the drivers are settled down. Haven't seen a caution flag in a little while. They're keeping these things pointed in the right direction for sure. You can see the interval usually across the top of your screen, so you can see Todd Cray's like 2.7, 2.8 seconds back. Hunter Waters 3.3. Jason Day 4.2. And we're going to keep working around your top 10 and some of the random drivers right now. The 30 car, Justin Gann, working his way back inside the top 10 late in the race here. What's impressive, though, is I'm looking at some of these guys back here. They got about 49 laps on this run on their tires. And you look at the leader, and he's 78 laps now on that set of tires. And we got 20 laps to go. Maybe they can pull it out, and they can go over 100 laps on fuel. I do not know. They had 100% fuel is all I do know. And we're down to 20 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway tonight with the American Sim Racing League's Elite Series. And that's Cardulo in the 13 car. He's done nothing short of dominate tonight. So he's had a hot rod, and he's got almost a 3-second lead right now. But it doesn't mean that we won't get a caution flag in the last 19 laps either. But we have some people that are moving forward during this run. And we got a caution flag. And I think I just actually said something about that. I think I said it doesn't mean that we won't get a caution. Ooh. And we may have figured out what caused it here. Well, didn't look like no contact. 0-2, just maybe the air come off of him. 18 laps to go. He mows the grass, and guy didn't have nowhere to go, and he gets turned around. And we got a caution with 18 to go, so that changes things. I'll bet they're coming to pit road now. You see the race leaders are certainly on pit road. 13 and... let's get a better view of that. There we go. 13 and 21. 24's there in the third box. And I'm going to bet... I'm just going to go out on a limb here and bet you that they take 4. Some of these guys will try 2. Man, the 13. Looks like he beat those other guys, but I think we got a 2-tire warrior up there. I'll tell you what, Dan, you're tempting me. All right. I might get in trouble for this one, but... Reese, you got a copy, buddy? This is Vern up in the WFO broadcasting booth.
Yes, I do.
All right. We had to get you in here for an interview because you become one of the subjects of the fans here tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you got some popularity going on, and what's it like down there spotting? Tell us how that's going for you.
You know, it's during the long runs like we just had, it's not too bad, but definitely during the green flag restarts, it is pure chaos. I'm not gonna lie. We got 3-4 wide all over the place. Everyone's got their own different groove. Everyone's seeing what they can work, and I'm just trying to guide Ben, Jacob, and Landon kind of through the mess best I can. And we were talking strategy there. Landon was a little short on, was pretty close to making on field, but obviously now he's all good, and so.
So you got
I'm just.
You got 3 drivers you're trying to guide through all this.
Yeah. I'm whenever like Landon's, it's nice because Landon's up front, so he can kind of do his own thing. So it's really 2 of them right now. But I've been updating Landon on lap times. I've been updating Jacob on cars around him. I'm updating Ben on cars around him, his lap time. So I just trying to manage the race for him best I can. So it's definitely a little hands-on, but it's a lot of fun. So
Well, you got one of those cars up in the lead right now, and I see the lights out, so I better get you back down there so you can spot.
appreciate it.
All right, Reese, thanks for the insight right there, buddy.
Of course, anytime.
So we did get the spotter in here. But he's got some work to do. Lights are out on the pace car, and we're getting ready to go racing. And I'll tell you, I thought about it, Dan, and I think that is good insight. So people can see what's going on, and that guy's got a hectic job. He's spotting for 3 drivers simultaneously. And the pace car's in. We're back to green flag racing with the American Sim Racing League's Elite Series here at Iowa Speedway tonight. And look at that, new leader. Impossibly a new second place car, but that got backed up and Craig got loose a little bit. He's going to save it. The 21 car is going to go prime time, maybe lose a spot. And the 13 car is going to battle for the lead, maybe the first time, second time tonight. But a driver that's not battling, the 52, Jason Day, did he make the right call on pit road? We're not going to find out yet because we got another caution flag. Oh no. This might have been one of the favorites here. Oofed. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. The thing just snapped loose, it looked like. So 12 laps to go. We're going to go under caution here. That's going to change some things around a little bit. And I'm going to steal another driver. We'll get back to a driver interview now. Jeff Yenish, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
All righty. You got the, you're right outside the top 10. 12 to go. What do you got here?
I'm just going to be holding on. I'm on 2 tires, so try to get a little track position, hopefully stay out of the chaos. But that's been difficult this race.
Yeah, we've seen a few more cautions this week, that's for sure. But it's kind of expected when you go to the short tracks like Iowa, and you've raced around that top 10 all night. So do you got a car that's capable of getting up there and in the next 10 laps and doing it?
Absolutely not. I think I can get maybe in the top 10 if I have some good luck, but I don't think I'm going much past that, especially on the 2 tires.
I don't know,
got
man.
some damage also.
I watched that 52. I think he was pulling away a little bit on 2 tires out front. So,
all right, maybe he knows what he's doing.
Jeff, I think you can get it done, man. You have.
Okay, we're going for it.
Yeah, you have anyone you want to give a shout out to before I put you back down there so you can go racing?
Yeah, just thanks to all the other league admins, all of our drivers. Great to have another great showing tonight. 36 cars in the field, and all of our league sponsors. Enjoy the show.
I'll tell you, if we get another quick caution or 2, and I might pull off all the interviews tonight. It's been awesome, dude.
I bet.
All right, Jeff, I'll get you back down there, buddy. Thanks for the interview, and good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
So that's Jeff Yenish right there in the 89 car. And that's one of the main guys over here at the American Sim Racing League. So he took 2 tires. He said he's on 2. So we'll have to see if that 89 could pull it off. But I'm pretty sure that's what the driver, either the 52 took 2 tires or he had a heck of a fast pit stop. But the thing that changed around is the 7 car now of Hunter Waters is P2. The 13 car that led all those laps, he's going to fall back to 4th right here. So we got, or 3rd actually. We got the 52, the 7, the 13, and the 24, and the 96 is your top 5. Lights are going to go out this time, I suspect. Yes. That means we got 1 to go to get back to green. So about 8 laps of racing, but will it be over then? Or will we get, in fact, another caution flag? You got to stay tuned in. and on the edge of your seat to find out. This thing is, it's going down to the wire tonight. I'm just going to tell you. And the other thing is the sun's going down, or pretty much down here, and getting dark time is at prime time. I mean, is it in fact prime time? Will we see someone like the 21 get up there? Maybe the 96, maybe he gets up there. I don't even know what just happened. Pace cars in. Now I know what's happening. We're back to green flag racing, and look at the restart the 52 got. Jason Day in the 52 getting an excellent restart late in the race here. 7 car, Hunter Waters, 13, battling now for the 3rd spot. And we got cars back there getting all the racetrack, buddy. So these guys battling for the top 10, 97, 89, 31, 30. Prime Time sitting in the 6th spot. I'm sure he'd like to pick up some spots and get up there and fight for it, and we're under caution again. I'm going to try to zero in on who it was. Not real sure. Not that right. Oh, found it. This driver's had kind of an eventful night. Right on the restart. Oh, looked like it started up ahead of him, a little contact, maybe some checkup, and man. 0-2 spinning like a top here. Caution flag. Maple Leaf Muscle number 52. Jason Day all day. So we got fans for that race leader coming out. I'll tell you what, I kind of figured we might get another late caution here, and I'm not so sure that we're not going to get a green-white checker tonight. I think we can have up to 3 of them, maybe. I'll have to double check, but yes, we can. We can have up to 3 green-white checker attempts here. And I wouldn't count the 24 out sitting back there in the 3rd spot because Bentley has won at Iowa before. So he's one of the previous winners at this track at ASL. And the 24 might be one that surprises us here on these late restart. That 52 car, though, he's looked pretty solid on these last couple of restarts. And the 13, that driver absolutely dominating the race until we get into the latter part here. So can Cardulo get the 13 back up there? Can the 21 primetime Tom Cray do it? Can the 96 car Jesse Bennell? The 19 car Dwayne Hunt? I mean, we got many drivers left here with good race cars and good equipment. And up to 3 green-white checkers, so this still could be anybody's race at Iowa tonight. Lights are out on the pace car. Coming through turn 4. Pace car's in. And we are back to green flag racing, and Day got another great restart. He's trying to leave as much distance between him and the guy behind him in 2nd. In the 13, good restart for him, but he's hung up behind that 7 car. So he's going to have to get around the 7 and then go after the 52. You see Todd Cray moving up into the 4th spot, going around the 24 on the high side. Cardulo going to use the bottom of the track right here on the 7. Day trying to hang on up in the front. 2 laps to go, less than 2 laps to go, 1.5, and look at the run. The 13 got through the corners. Cardulo sends full send, and there's contact. They go up the track, and the 21's collected. The 7's on his roof. And we got a caution, and this thing is not over yet. Wow. Talk about excitement. I told you, don't step away. Well, I'm going to click enough buttons right there until we go back to get to watch this whole thing, this whole replay all over again. And you talk about prime time, it went down right here. Wow. Just tough racing. There's a few cars that got tangled up in the back. I think the 45 of Tyler Powers might have been caught up in that back wreck. What do they say about cautions? Anybody want to answer that in the chat? What do cautions do? Because I think we're seeing it late in the race as we're on a green-white checker right here. Man, it's exciting. Who do we get? Who's our next interview? I don't know. I'll think of somebody. Adam Matz, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you got up in the top 5 here late, man, in this green-white checker. What do you got for him?
Oh, I'm just trying to survive at this point. I have no idea. I'll take whatever I can get. I just hope it's not I hope it's not on a wrecker.
Well, don't put it on a wrecker, man. Just wanted to get you a quick interview. You want to give a shout-out to anybody up here?
No, just thanks to the team and you guys for doing the broadcast and everything. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Well, you're going back green, so I'm going to get you back down there.
All right, thanks.
Good luck, buddy. So hopefully I can put him back in the right channel. Because we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. But I did get another quick interview in right there. That's what it's all about during the green-white checker. And hang on to your seats, because this thing isn't over. Pace car's in. One more time, we're back to green flag racing with the American SimRacing League, the Elite Series. And they're putting on a show. 52, Jason Day. Your leader, but Cardulo, if he can get... He did it. Cardulo clears out for second, so the 13, the dominant car here tonight, has got a clear shot up to the race leader. Landon Cardulo in the 13 is driving the wheels off that car right here. 96 of Jesse Bonnell. 96 in trouble. White flag is out. This will be the final time and look at the run the 13 gets. Pulling right up to the back bumper down the back straightaway. 13 to the bottom. Cardulo, contact. 13 cars loose in front of the field. Wow. Jesse Bonnell in the 96 car is going to be your race winner. The 13 car, Landon Cardulo, bringing it home P2. And I believe the 52 car is going to finish third. So that, insane. Let's go back and look at it. I mean, feet before the start-finish line. That's so crazy, we got to look at it again. Wow, and the guys that make contact behind them. They put on a show. We had a green-white checker. Man. That was a good one. So we're going to follow the 96 because I think he's going to do some burnouts, and he's going to be the first one we interview here. 96 and the 13. And then, of course, the 52. And I think if Cray is in the booth, maybe he'll get an interview. Or maybe we'll give it to he'll be our second choice here. Because we're going to get Day in here because he finished in the top 3. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. See the 96 going around here, and we'll call that his victory lap. Let him get to doing his burnouts. Kamar's a good choice too. All right. Let me go find this driver. Jesse Bunnell, Vern Bradley in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I sure do, bud.
Well, I think we talked about it during that in-race interview, and you said that you were going to put her up there tonight.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest finishes I've ever been involved in iRacing. But yeah, we said we were going to get her back up there, man. The cautions at the end kind of hurt me. I felt like I had a better car. I just couldn't quite get rolling very good, and I knew those guys might get together coming off of 4, and they did, and was lucky to just squeak through there.
That's called right spot at the right time, isn't it?
Absolutely, man. I'll take lucky any day.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. And you had a fast car. I mean, that was obvious the whole race, and you couldn't have done what you were able to pull off here tonight without a fast car, Jesse.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I like short tracks. I normally run pretty good on the short track, so try to get the best finish I can. And key was just to stay out of trouble, and had that one incident there, and it put me way in the back. And I knew I could drive back up there, but I was going to have to use my stuff up to do it, which I did. And then we got that caution there at the end, and once I knew we were all on the same set of tires, and with like 15 laps to go, I knew I had a shot, and just worked out.
So that kind of even the field out.
Yeah, I knew the guys at the front there were probably just kind of riding, and I was having to burn my stuff up, try to get back up to them. And if we didn't have a caution, I was going to be, probably 5th, 6th, 7th, something like that. And the caution come out, allowed us to put that last set of tires on and equalize with everybody else and go for it. And it just worked out. I got to thank you guys for doing a hell of a job on the broadcast. I know people that are watching really like it.
Well, thank you, man. That means a ton. And it was good to see the confidence that you have at this track and then see it play out the way it did at the end. I think that tied in well with the confidence you showed here tonight, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like I said, I knew we had a good car. I normally run pretty good in this track and all the short tracks. So I knew we'd get back up there. We just needed a little bit of luck, and we got it. And we put her in victory lane, man. I'm pumped up. That was fun.
It was a crazy ending, and it's definitely one you're going to want to save for the replay reel.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch it before I go to bed tonight. That's got to be pretty cool to see.
It was definitely a good one, Jesse. So how are you on the road courses?
Well, I try to just stay on the pavement, if that tells you anything. So we're not great. If we can stay on the asphalt, if I come out of there with a top 10, I tell you what, I would be truly happy. We got Johnny on the team. He's probably one of the best road race guys out here. So he'll help us out, get us up to speed. But we'll see. Obviously, we'll have a little bit of confidence coming off this win, which always helps. So maybe we'll get a top 10 out of it. Who knows? Maybe we'll luck into that one too.
Well, short tracks can sometimes correlate to running good on the road course. So if tonight's any indication, then I might get you in the top 3 at the end of next week too.
Well, we'd be just fine with that.
Jesse, you have anyone you want to thank or give a shout out to in the booth here?
Yeah, sure do. Want to say hi to Amanda, my wife, my mom, Barbara. Say hi to the in-laws, Mike and Kathy. They're watching tonight. So I don't know if we've ever got them a win when they were watching. So thinking about Mike a lot. Hopefully he's going to be just fine, and we'll see if we can put this thing in victory lane for him again. I want to dedicate this to him.
All right, man, that sounds awesome. Congratulations. Go down there and celebrate it with your teammate. I know that that meant a lot to you guys, man.
Yeah, it was a good run, man. I hate it that he got taken out there at the end. He was having a hell of a run, Hunter, there, and got took out. I know a guy didn't mean to do it, but still, it had a great race and ended up with a terrible finish. And Tyler didn't have a great run, and Johnny wasn't here, so I guess we carried the flag for the team tonight, which is fine by me. Wish those guys had a better run, but at least we got one of them up front.
Yeah, you did it, man. You carried the flag and you got it done. That's what matters, Jesse. So good luck to you next week and the rest of the season as far as that goes.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Vern. Good job on the broadcast.
Thank you, man. And it was great talking to you again.
You too, as always.
So that was a race leader or winner, not leader, winner. What was I thinking? 96 car. Jesse Bonnell, and I'm going to try to find the 13 car. I don't know if I'll be able to find him or, in fact, where he's at on the track here at this time. Right there. We'll stop it right there. So now I'm going to look for the driver. Landon Cardullo, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
10-4.
Man, you had a dominant hot rod tonight. But
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Looks like the late race and the pit stops there kind of caught up to you a bit.
Yeah, it did. And first and foremost, just want to apologize to Hunter and Jason towards the end. I was getting a little too much on Hunter, and I kind of put him in the wall and caused that. So that's on me. And then with Jason, I had a run on him, and of course, final lap, you want to give it your all, and I didn't get to the bottom like I wanted to, and slid up, hit him, and then try to slow down so we can get back going, so we could at least have a race. And watching the replay, and it looked like his car kind of stepped out from behind him, and then my car at that time, my car was stepping out, and we just got connected and caused that. So I watched the stream, I'm looking at the comments, and there's some people not happy, and I know there isn't.
Here's the way to look at that, Landon. It's the last lap, and you're giving it everything you got, man. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes it don't.
No, absolutely. I agree with that. And like I said, that's why I was going for it. Everybody's last lap mentality is to go for it, but I'm not somebody that prides myself on junked cars and wrecking people. So honestly, I wish it would have went cleaner, but all in all, I had a fast car and a great day, and we pit 10 laps before the stage just to throw off the strategy, and ended up getting a top 10, so we got 1 bonus point, and then finished second, so I can't be mad about that.
Well, you started P1, and I don't have the specifics in front of me, but you led a ton of laps tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's
a dominating ton of laps, just a dominating performance. And do you think had the cautions fell a little differently or not fallen so much at the end that you might have benefited in a different way?
I think so. I was actually 2 laps to the good on fuel, so that was coming in my mind. But yeah, I would have probably won.
So that kind of changed the whole thing for you and got you. It put you racing, is what it did, and it looked like a couple of those restarts, and that was even before the green-white checker. a couple of guys were able to take advantage and get in front of you there. So
Yeah,
you had to work at it.
I did. Yeah, it didn't help that Jason was taking the top, so he was definitely solid on that. I give him props for that one, especially with the 2-tire call. And he was faster on those short runs, and I give it to him for that. But starting on the inside, especially with the restart rule, and I know a lot of us had some restart issues tonight. With everything being in iRacing now, it's kind of glitchy. Most tracks are glitchy, so people are getting black flagged for going in the box, out of the box, before the box. So it takes in factor that it's hard to get a good restart with somebody, especially who's in first. And it just, we tried.
Yeah, it was a really awesome race to watch, man. And you put on a great show and great interview too. Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in here, Landon?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsors, Anderson Auto Group, coming on board this season. I want to thank my teammates, Jonathan Byer Racing, Jacob, Ben, Joseph. He wasn't here tonight, but I know he's out there. Reese, he's kind of all of our spotter, so it was good I saw that he got an interview, so it was good to see that. And just everybody that watches in the chat. I'm new to this league, so I definitely don't want to cause problems, but I also want to make friends. But I enjoy rewatching the streams, looking at the comments, and it's nice to see how many people come out here and watch. And that's what makes a great league, is all the fans. So
you turn the chat around, Landon.
I hope so. But yeah, you do a great job broadcasting. Just everybody in this league, this is fun.
Well, you're definitely a great driver, and you have an awesome personality, man, and a lot of class. And you're going to do good things. So I look forward to interviewing you a ton this season. And good luck to you at Road America next week.
I appreciate it.
So that was second place right there, 13 car. And I'm going to find another driver to interview here. I don't know how far I got to go back to find him. But as soon as I find him, we'll interview him. I'm trying to find him on the racetrack first, actually. So we'll try right. Yeah. We'll go a little bit past this. Trying to get a better shot of this car here. So right there might be the closest we get. Jason Day, Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Man, you had us holding on to our seats.
I was holding on to mine, too.
So I do have one question. So when you guys pitted the last time, did you take 2 or 4 tires?
2.
So you were able to take 2, and that's what got you out in the front.
That was my strategy. Everything kind of worked out in my favor tonight. I had a plan that if we got a caution around lap 50 before the stage break, that I would pit then to give myself a little bit of track position. I knew we were okay in the long run. We terrible in qualifying. Knew we were okay in the long run. And so I thought if we could get track position, I'd be okay. And then we had the long run. And then I said, well, my goal for tonight was a top 10 in this league. This league is fantastic. There's so many good competitors, and I am not mad at Landon at all. Just before I even started at all, it's a little frustrating at the time, but it's good racing. But to get a top 10 in this league was my goal. So I said, take 2, get a chance for the win. If it doesn't work out, I'm still probably going to finish top 10. So I was happy in how it worked out.
Well, I'll tell you what, for 2 tires, there no doubt that car was strong.
Yeah, I felt pretty good towards the end, and the longer the runs had, the more confident I was getting with the car. I hadn't got any practice in this week, so hence my 26th starting spot, but it felt pretty good.
Yeah, you brought it from 26, but I mean, for a good part of the race, you drove your way up there. It wasn't 2 tire stops before that got you there. You had to race your way to get up into that. That I think I've seen you get as far as what, third? Before that final tire stop.
Yeah.
So you're able to drive through the field, and I knew that car. I knew you had a fast car. I mean, watching you go through the field that way, I knew the car was fast. And when you did the 2 tire strategy, do you think on that first before we got the first green white checker, if that thing would have stayed green, do you think they could have caught you?
I don't think. If the last caution had to come out 5 feet later, we wouldn't even have the green white checker.
Exactly.
And I would have won that race, I think. So, but yeah, no, cautions breed cautions, and I was just playing with my luck. Each time we did another green white checker, I just needed a good restart. I blew one of the corners. I was looking in my mirror and I overshot the corner a little bit and came up, and Landon got a good run on me there, and I knew it wasn't going to be pretty at the start finish line. I just was hoping that I could slide across first, but it didn't work my way. But like I said, my goal for tonight was a top 10 in the league that I'm probably not a top 10 driver in, and to get a top 3 out of this for my sponsors and my team.
Could have fooled us tonight.
I'm a short track guy. I haven't done much, Xfinity Cup. I'm just kind of getting back into it again. I'm just mostly do super lates and short track and modified.
I get that. So, yeah. I get that perfectly well, man. I did a lot of modified and late model driving on iRacing for a long time, so I understand where you're coming from. But I'll tell you what, Road America next week. How do you feel about the road course?
If I get some practice in, I feel okay. I don't know I know this is such a stacked group of drivers. I don't know which guys are road course ringers and which ones aren't. I'm definitely
short track driver. You're good with the brake pedal, and that's what you.
Yeah. I'm not a bad road course guy, but I gotta get some practice in. That would be the key to it. Just learning the track. I don't know if I haven't done very many laps at that track, so need to learn it and see how it goes.
Well, I'll tell you, Jason, I don't think this is going to be mine and your last podium interview this season. So
I hope not. I really hope not.
Do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the broadcast booth here tonight?
Well, for sure. I'd like to thank you for putting on the broadcast. I always enjoyed watching them and listening to you talk and do all the things that I would love to do someday. Maybe I'll broadcast with you someday.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And then thank to RSL for putting on a great league. I'm really glad to be part of this. I've seen it. I have a couple of buddies that raced in this league before, and they told me about it, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So really good. Thanks to my teammates at Five Kings Motorsports, which none of them are in the league, but I had a spotter tonight, so he was helping me out. And all our sponsors: MF Design, Savage Edge Apparel, McConey Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, Raz Energy, BAM Racing Videos, and of course to Junction Cider, who sponsors my race car, and they're a local brewery here and make some great ciders, and local brewery here in Victoria, British Columbia, in Canada.
Well, there you go, man. Congratulations on the top 3, and I'll tell you, I thought I was going to be interviewing you as a winner. It was close.
I was hoping. Man. I was really hoping. I was really wanting that win.
But you can't complain about a top 3, and you nailed it tonight. Congratulations, coming from 26 to get up there, Jason.
Thank you very much.
And
sir.
As far as broadcasting one day, I mean, if you're interested, hit me up.
All right, sounds good, sir.
All right, Jason, have a good night, buddy, and celebrate it. Enjoy that one.
I will. Thank you.
So that was, and I moved him to the wrong channel. Oh, he'll get it figured out. Third place driver right there, Jason Day. Good interview. Good guy right there. Fact 3 really good interviews so far. And are we going to get a 4th one? I'm going to look and see as I figure out how to... There we go. I got to get that off my screen. Okay, let me see here. Well, 21's not in there. We have some drivers missing, so I'm going to hold off on the 4th one tonight. We did so many during the caution flags that I think we got enough driver interviews in with the top 3 right there, so that's going to That's going to do it, but I'm not done yet because I'll go over the entire results as we go over the end of this race one more time right here. Crazy finish at Iowa, but it's a short track. What do you expect? It was good from that standpoint. Let's take a look at the results, though. So we'll get those up here next. Your race winner one more time as we're going through the results. The 96 of Jesse Bunnell, finishing P2 tonight. He led a lot of laps for sure. That's the 13 of Landon Cardula. Third place, 52 of Jason Day. Back and forth was the 24 of Bentley Glacier. Fifth place tonight, rounding out a nice top 5 finish, the 9 car of Adam Matz. Back in sixth, the 97 of Levi Allen. In seventh tonight, the 19 of Dwayne Hunt. And Justin Gans 30, bringing it home into 8th place. 31 of Richard Holland, able to bring it home in 9th tonight. And Jeff Yenish, I got the interview with him, and the feller did get a top 10. So Jeff Yenish took the 2 tires to a top 10 finish tonight. Congrats to you on that. Going to change the page here. Go back to 11th, the 46 of Ray Polking. And 12th, we had a bootlegger, Tommy Haynes, in the 17. Back in 13th, the 25, the Coop, Bradley Cooper. Jason Mullis with the 51 and 14th. Tyler Powers, 45, bringing it home in 15th. And 16th was the 41 of Shane Gross. Back in 17th, the 91 car, Levi Poland. Cody Blackmore's 84 was 18th. And Todd Cray in the 21 car, bringing it home 19th tonight. Brinson Hunt in the 26 back in 20th. Switch pages here, go to 21st, and we'll find the 72 of Jerry Cochran. In 22nd, the gentleman, Gary May, driving a 5-pin, Parks 23 and 23rd. Jacob Zala in the 85 car in 24th, and 25th, the 93 of Patrick DeSalinaire. 26th, the 02 of David Kamara, Hunter Waters number 7 and 27th, and 28th, the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. 29th, Tyler Seville in the 11, and then 30th was the 73 of Joseph McWhorter. 31st tonight was the 40 car Charlie Woods and William Kemp in the 0932nd. Todd Chase's 2033rd. 34th was the 3 of Paul Crumry. Back in 35th, the 80 of Rafael Rodriguez, and Kyle Bromer in the 90 cars going to bring it home in the 36th position tonight. And that's our results. So that's it. What a great race. It really was. And, I mean, it put everybody on the edge of their seats tonight for sure. And just an awesome finish. And I know sometimes that it can get people worked up. It gets the drivers worked up. And obviously the people watching a broadcast or watching a race on iRacing, I can tell you they're a great group of drivers, and if you watch the first 2 races, just not even a handful of cautions. I mean, not something that you see a lot of here, obviously, but short tracks are going to breed cautions, and it don't matter where you're at when you start 36 cars usually. So we come to expect it, and that's why I'm going to work hard to get all the drivers interviewed. That way the fans can hear their personalities. I mean, that's what it's all about. If you listen to them, you hear them, and you know where they're coming from, and you'll find out that each and every one of these drivers are class acts, usually. And they wouldn't do anything intentionally to anyone else. So they're all class acts, and I appreciate that. I love doing what I do with the American Sim Racing League, and it's a lot of fun to meet the different drivers that I've met and to talk to them after the races and to chat with the fans during the race. I have a lot of fun with that, and that's what it's all about here. But with that, we're going to come back to a road course next week, and it's going to be Road America, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So you're going to want to tune in next Sunday, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, is we're back with the American Sim Racing League in the Elite Series, and we're going to a road course. So that's going to be a fun one to commentate. I'm Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. I'll see you next week.